Hello and welcome back to another one of my videos, and today's video is on the 2015 Ford Mondeo. In this particular configuration it is a titanium model estate variant. I'm going to give you a quick walk around tour and a quick look at the interior, and we'll finish off with a drive of the car. So stay tuned for this video. So we'll start off with the exterior of the car. The Ford Mondeo is under the current generation. This particular one came out in 2015. Being a 64 plate, it is registered about January 2015. So that's when the kind of latest Aston Martin inspired grille came from, Ford design language. I know the Americans got the Ford Fusion variant a couple of years prior because of production issues in Eastern Europe where the manufacturing plant was going to be, so that's why we had the last generation Ford Mondeo for a couple of years. So this one came out all guns a-blazing. We have projector head style LED headlamps, which will turn on in a minute. As I said, so we've got the Aston Martin style grille, which for this kind of price budget I think it's one of the sharpest looking cars in the category. Comment below if you think there's another car like the Volkswagen Passat, Kia Optima, Hyundai i40, etc. what do you think looks better than this? I think this car looks really aggressive and good for the classic car. Being a titanium trim, we get these large alloy wheels. We've got the optional kind of metallic paint, which is hard to see in a rainy Scottish day, but we do have that. We've got fold-in mirrors, we've got LED tail lights, which I will show you guys now with unlock of the car. One thing to note, as you may know or may not know, the Mondeo Estate gets these kind of dotted jewel lights, kind of like a 2008 Audi A4, and the kind of, what do you call it, sorry about that, Ford Mondeo hatchback and the Ford Mondeo Saloon get the kind of fluid lights which you get in the current, say, Hyundais and current Audis. So it's just something to, if you notice it on the road, you can immediately tell the difference. Being the Estate, we'll start off with the boot, where you get a huge ass boot here. This particular car has got the Ford Mondeo cover, which is just kind of a boot liner made of rubber. It says Mondeo there, which is pretty nice. Huge expansion. We've got a wee light for interior at night, which is lovely. We've got wee hooks for outlet for hoovering things or charging up something if you're maybe camping. Tie down hooks at the back, and a metal scuff plate. As you can see, the overall appearance of the car is wide and square. You can fit a lot of things in there. I particularly haven't pushed this car to the limits, but I'm pretty sure you could go to IKEA and comfortably come back with half your flat. So we'll take a step round to the interior of the car. So as you can see, Ford have done quite a step up from the last generation of the Ford Mondeo to compete with its competitors this time round. This car does come with keyless entry and keyless go. Also have automatic wing mirrors, all round automatic doors, door lock on the side there. The material quality is nice and squidgy, which is a nice trick because I've been in the Ford Focus and Ford Mondeo, which is a bit of a harder plastic, so it's nice to have incorporated that into this mid-sized car. Mondeo's entry sill plate there. The seats themselves are really comfortable. I've owned this car since about June this year, and I've done about 14,000 miles. I can really admire the kind of design of the seats, really rate the quality, its robustness, as this car's probably done over 117,000 miles. It's not worn that bad. We do have lumbar support down here, which comes out about there for your back and long journeys is lovely. So we're going to take a quick step inside the interior of the car to look at the cabin. So we've got the infotainment system in the middle, as you'd expect. As I said, we've got the continuous of the soft touch plastic all on the dashboard. Seats are lovely. Start the car up, foot in the clutch, and that 2 litre Duratec diesel comes to life. In this particular trim, it produces about 200, I wish. It's a 2 litre diesel, sorry, with about 150 horsepower, and 0 to 60 is about 9 seconds. So you're not going to be winning any drag races. However, the benefit of the diesel, that's if I bring it up, is the miles per gallon. You're getting about 48. And I've not reset that since I got the car in June, so that is a kind of an accurate reading of mostly motorway miles. If it focuses in, there we go, 48.6. think the Ford recommend or say they're going to get 60 miles per gallon, but unfortunately I'm nowhere near. I've never been above 50. 48 is probably the highest I've been. And I do long motorway journeys, like 3 hours up to Aberdeen or 6 hours down south, so it's probably maximising what you can do in the UK for get the best kind of highway motorway rates. So if a quick look inside the car, and we'll get through all the infotainment next. So this car does come with the Ford Sync system. On the initial setup you get these 4 squares. Left is your phone, right is your sat nav, bottom right is your climate control, and the left hand side is your radio options. So start off on your phone. What I like about this car is you can dial on the go. When you go to messages, it brings up your messages. You can do view. You can say, okay, that's reading the text, so you can see what Dad said to me recently. Push that button.
Okay.
And the computer will read out the message. It's handy if you're driving, you don't want to read a long message. Something small like that you can read at a glance. You can also reply with some preset options. So we can go down the list. As I said, probably we're going to go for that one. And then you can just do send, and my dad's going to receive, that's it. Okay, the only downside I would say is the car's a little bit laggy. I'm not sure if it's because the car's a couple of years old or just the system's a bit behind the scenes, but there we go. This pops up every time, just kind of wavering any responsibility in Ford's behalf. So there's that nav, you can do zoom out, you can do various options. It's quite a nifty feature. Down here we've got your climate. Climate's kind of between the touchscreen and down here in the hard key buttons. So down here we can control your fan speed, and you can also control your fan speed here digitally. We can do your auto climate, and to turn auto climate off you would think you'd push that again, but unfortunately not. You have to touch the fan speed and that brings it back down. To adjust if you want it on the face or on the window or on your feet, you have to go through the digital display. And then again, you can preset your climate if you wanted to there. So if you do, like say 21, and then you're maybe on a hot day or something, you just hit my temp and I've preset that to 19. So that's quite handy. Rear defrost and stuff is both hard key down here and up there. So this car does come with a heated windscreen, which is handy for these winter months. Also a rear demist, as most cars do. And then the hard key button, this is where your heated seats would be. And we have a climate control setting here, just if you're on the go you don't want to tap that when you're driving, something hard to push. And finally on the left hand side is your climate options, sorry, your radio options. So under the radio option setting for your media, AM, FM, digital radio, CD, USB, BT audios, Bluetooth, an SD card and an auxiliary cable. I will say the car radio is a bit laggy.
Everything you want to bring it home.
Jaria says he's taking.
So that is a bit annoying, and you can also go for the features up here. So if I go for entertainment, on the steering wheel we can push this button here and it'll cycle through, so radio 1, capital, cloud 1, radio 2, smooth now, heart. And I always find out it gets stuck on the 6th one, you push it again and that's it back through. So that's just talked enough about that. Home, plethora of settings in here. My favourite one is to go through the ambient light option. This car does try its best to make it feel as kind of upmarket as possible, so we have a variety of lighting to choose from. So I like to go for this kind of light blue colour because it kind of matches the surrounds of the car if I put the lighting on now. it's hard to see, but all this is kind of lit in blue. If I change it say to orange, down there you can kind of see we've got an orange light. You can mix it between blue, red, there's a couple of blue options, green, pink if you even wanted it, and then back to the light blue, but I said I'll keep it light blue just to blend in with the rest of the car options. We'll move to the centre console of the car, and as you can see this car is finished in gloss black that looks good, factory fresh, but even months after driving it's a nightmare to keep clean with fingerprints. The cup holders on the other hand, we've got a medium Tim Hortons that fits. There we go, it's got kind of these rubber bits there. We also have a Costa cup that fits nice, and a wee bit. As you can see, 2 cups can fit perfectly in there and you're not going to have any risk of anything falling out. Down here we have your driver's kind of settings in terms of it parks itself, you push that, and I'll show you that in a minute. We also have automatic engine start stop defeat and parking sensors on and off, because the parking sensors do activate when you're sitting in rush hour traffic on the motorway. In here we've kind of got a semi-digital display. It's got a few 3 individual screens, so things like your driver alert on the left hand side, the left hand side is kind of useful information, the middle one's things like your sat nav, your phone, etc. And the right hand side is kind of your traffic, what do you call it, speed warning, tells you if it's got any roadworks, if it zooms in, there we go. We toggle the button on the left hand side of the indicator, and as you can see that circle disappears and that gives you the lane departure warning. On the right hand side you can switch that to the right for automatic climate. So we step round into the back of the car. As you can see, you've got plenty of room for 3 abreast. Got nice wee air vents in the back, along with a wee power socket. It's nice, we've got lovely kind of map style pockets there to put in anything from a map back in old days to anything your kids might want to carry, like iPads. Also got a rear armrest with cup holders in the back and a little bit of extra storage. So that's a nice wee addition. As I said, you can fit, due to the size of the car, you can fit 3 comfortably. I'm 6 foot and I can fit in here with enough head height. And I know the Ford Mondeo saloons had criticism because it floats back, being in the estate. We have none of those issues. So I just want to say thanks very much for watching this video. If you like the video, please get a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel below, and remember to hit that notification bell so you see all my latest videos. I'm trying to get as many cars as possible onto the channel, variety, and if there's anything you want me to try and do a video on, please comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!